How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Late Night Mayhem. I actually have plans for tonight, and we have a new roster of individuals and stuff. And for some reason, Kick just doesn't want to work on StreamYards anymore. I don't know why.
I can't ever get Kick to work right.
It was working fine, and then at the beginning of the month, it just stopped working.
You sent me that link like a month ago. It worked once for me, and now when I go to use it, it like reboots Kick every 5 seconds. It just keeps going and going. And then like I've seen my buddies, like Fractured sent me a screenshot, and he's got like 20 Kick emails from me because I keep starting a stream over and over.
Well, I mean, at least some people can get it to work on StreamYards. I can't. I'm gonna fiddle around with some stuff. I might start using Restream and then doing OBS.
I like Restream.
Like that, I'll play around. I'm gonna be playing around with that this week, especially because I don't have In the Tiny Chair tomorrow. Instead, I'm gonna be doing a game stream. In the Tiny Chair had to get moved, so I'm gonna be streaming over some people. Not favorite idea, but to get the guest on, I had to do it. But anyways, enough of me. Devil made me do it. How you doing, buddy? Friend? Pal?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
Listen. We all know the truth.
No, that's a lie. I'm with Jeremy on this one. Whitney Houston.
That's not the argument that was presented. Just straight up.
It was who was in the S tier? Whitney Houston or Madonna? And even I didn't think I had to pull this up, but even Twitter knew the correct answer. Even
great. Twitter probably also didn't know the argument. It wasn't that she wasn't S tier her whole career, just the stuff in the 80s. And like I said, in my opinion, I'd have put her in S tier, but I get their argument why they didn't. In the 80s, Madonna had more hits. We're not talking about the entire career. We are talking strictly about the
Madonna
80s.
Better than 80s Houston. Well,
that's just their opinion. It doesn't change what the people on the panel. You can't sit there and say the people on the panel are wrong when it's their opinion. They have a right to their opinion. Fuck Twitter.
Well, yeah, they have the right to their opinion. Their opinion could still be wrong, but they have a right to their opinion.
No, because it's a personal opinion.
No, your opinion
wrong
can
for
be wrong.
You.
He's like, they have a right to it. I just don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You not like it,
you
but
could have a crappy opinion, and I can still criticize you for your opinion. That's the beauty of opinions. I could think your opinion is stupid and retarded.
Criticize. I also didn't say you couldn't put out a poll. I'm just saying it doesn't change a damn thing.
Yeah, it changes everything.
So yeah, I pulled for Whitney because she was obviously more talented, like leaps and bounds.
And his whole argument was just all Madonna's a whore. Like that matters. She can be a whore. It's not about if you're a whore. It wasn't who was the biggest whore in the 80s because Rod Stewart probably won. It was about what their songbook was and was it worth that thing. And like I said, I understand their argument. I'd have put her in the S, but they didn't. And I have to respect that.
No, you don't. Oh, look, this free Kick Static. Well, I mean, Wookie, you could have been on, but you said you're an old man, so.
I know. The old fart had to go to bed.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
I would say it was taking a nosedive a little bit before she died as well. There was a lot of nosediving.
Crack is whack.
Yeah. But, speaking of nosediving, crack, and everything like that, Static, how are you doing?
Doing well. You know, all of my crack and everything. It's good. I have it all right here. Yeah, you know, it's Tuesday. So 3 more days to go until the weekend, right?
Oh, God. Feels like eternity. I was sick yesterday. I got into work and was like, is it Friday yet?
Yeah.
I don't want to be there. And it's not because I don't like my job. It's that it's just so boring. especially when you're so good at it, like I am.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, and speaking of being good at stuff and awesomeness and fucking Sasquatches, Cloud, how you doing?
Really?
Yeah.
I've missed this whole Sasquatch meme.
It happened
Talk
in the
about
back
it ain't
room,
gone
but we-
anywhere.
Like, I mean, I know all about the vagina beer and everything. Like, I was there for all that, but I missed the Sasquatch one.
Oh,
the
Jeremy will
Sasquatch
tell
one
you.
happened in the back. Sasquatch one happened in DMs, but it was so outlandish that we couldn't bring it out into pub. We had to bring this to public.
Okay.
He got tricked into a one-night stand with a fat, smelly, hairy person. So it has to be Sasquatch. He got tricked into fucking a Sasquatch.
How do you get tricked into that? Is this like Bill Cosby tricked, or
They
She
put
made
a
me
sign
think.
on the. Oh, good.
She made me think that she wanted to start a relationship and such, and and then after that, it was just like, oh no, it was just a one night stand.
oh, so you wanted a relationship with the Sasquatch, not just a one night stand?
I'm not answering that.
I thought they put a sign on the door that said "Blab's naked" inside, and I just ran right inside and started going at it without thinking.
No, this was years before Blab.
No, even if you get tricked, take it to your grave, man.
Yeah, that's what
agree.
I'm
I
saying.
think I agree.
We've all fucked the buffalo. You just don't tell peoples about it.
I know there was a new one from Cloud, but I can't remember what it was. God, I can't. It's driving me up a wall. There was the latest one, and I'm too tired to go look through all of our DMs. But anyways, besides
I know what it is,
fucking
but I'm not saying it.
Sasquatches, I'll figure it out. Besides fucking Sasquatches, how are you, buddy? Oh, look. You doing good, Cloud?
Yeah.
It's just
good as it can
yeah?
be.
As good as you can be.
Yeah.
Cuddle up with Sasquatch, you'll be better.
Shut the
Adam, the
fuck up,
Renaissance
Jeremy.
nerd. How are you, friend?
I just woke up.
Just woke up. You don't have to be here, buddy.
No, no. Somebody woke me up, so I have to stay awake now for a bit. And it's either talk to you or watch Ahsoka. So
Watch One Piece. And I mean, like
I already did that tonight.
I've been falling asleep to One Piece every night, and then I go back to where I fell asleep and continue all over again. It's so watching One Piece as I waited for all of you guys to get in here. I'm in the CP9 arc.
You mean Enies Lobby?
East Lobby.
Well,
I think I just started CP9 because it goes Ocean
you're
7, East Lobby,
water
CP9.
7. You're in water 7.
Yeah, water 7.
Well, CP9's inside Enies Lobby, so it's the Enies Lobby arc.
Netflix broke them all down.
Netflix is retarded.
They did them by the arcs, not by the seasons, and they actually say like it goes Ocean 7, East Lobby,
Water
CP9.
7, Water 7,
Water 7, East Lobby, CP9.
Enies Lobby. Well, I mean, it's Enies Lobby because the whole thing takes place inside Enies Lobby, so it's the Enies Lobby arc.
Well, it's I can concede that because they also broke down Skypiea into two separate ones.
No, it's just Skypiea.
But there is two separate areas of Skypiea, looks, I guess. So.
But it's Skypiea, and yeah,
I know what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Netflix is retarded.
I know. Madonna's a hoe. Into discussion.
Wait, you didn't even really read that, did you? Read it carefully.
Hey, Jeremy, how's Madonna?
No,
she's a hoe.
No. That's how you spelled it, Madonna.
Madonna. Wait,
we noticed that last night when we were bringing up your poll to see how it was going, and basically people misunderstood why you even put up the poll, and You didn't even realize. Yeah, Madonna, Madonna, not Madonna.
You want to know the worst part about this?
You didn't know.
I put up that poll
Oh.
in the middle of the stream when we had Madonna on the thing.
I mean, Dermy, we've already discovered you can't do copy paste.
Yeah, we discovered that too. I screwed up a copy paste thing. God.
Wait, you can't copy paste?
Apparently, I can't type. So let's just.
Well, we know. Yeah, we know that.
This.
That we already know. We know that. Yeah. I mean, I've given up correcting you because Gal's taken over doing that. So I've kind of given up. And
she's been driven insane.
Yeah, unless it's something really beautiful, like cocked ham or something like that.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I tend to just shake my head and move on. But if she usually sees it, so it's I don't want to take away from her duties. It's not my problem.
Real quick, actually, I think this is a decent thing just to start at the beginning of this, because I still don't know the full story. There's a lot more information to be had, but apparently that umbrella guy is having issues.
I saw that, and I don't know that, and you know what? It's none of my fucking business.
That's ultimately, I guess he and his wife are going through a divorce.
Yeah.
None of our real businesses of what's going on. His wife made it more public. Didn't need to know it.
It's the fucked up thing about social media. We shouldn't know anything about this.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And people asking about it. Again, some people I realize are trying to from just this, and this what you're showing here is all I've seen, and it's all I've seen of this, all I've heard of it. And again, sorry, my mind is I'm still putting hamster's still getting on the wheel.
You're good.
No, so the fucked up part of it is that people, even though they have good intentions when they say something like this, you know, when I grew up back in the time when we had still had stone wheels and we were grinding things in a bowl with another stone, you would never even think to even bring this up, even if you had good intentions, because it was just kind of the understood feeling. Yeah, you know what, this is somebody else's problem, and it's none of your business.
Yes.
So even though, again, I see good intentions, like this person bringing it up here, trying to say, "Oh, somebody trying to scam your family," which of course is a danger, especially with Tug, who is a target of this kind of shit because of some of the stuff he chooses to cover and get involved in. But goddamn, again, that's just there's a filter gone for a lot of people realizing, yeah, you know what, I shouldn't get involved in this. This isn't my business. And privately, I'll talk about it with somebody, because that's what you do. You talk about the stuff in private with people, but you don't just talk about it and make it a public issue. And then Tug is forced to make this comment because he has got a public persona. And so yeah, if he's going through a family thing, sorry for the dude, but none of my fucking business.
Yeah, this one's weird. Those two words, bond conditions, make this really odd.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it odd. A lot of stuff we don't know. A lot of things I'm not going to speculate on. The only reason I want to bring this up is, hey, it's happening. It's a thing. And obviously I'm biased towards that umbrella guy. So I'll support that dude. It sucks. And I hate when people have to do it, but I usually kept the condition of, I wish we didn't have to talk about it, but that's about as much as I'm going to go with it.
I wish him the best, and I wish he didn't have to go through that.
There's a lot of shitty stuff that it looks like it's going to be going down, and I feel for the guy. But
let me add that it's kind of, again, not my business. And the only thing I feel sorry for is the fact that there are people out there who are going to revel in this and are going to be happily parading it around for no other reason that they hate what he covers, and they hate that he has any sort of, that people listen to what he has to say about the stuff that he covers. That is something that sickens me right now when I think about this.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that last night, and oh god, now I'm It's a shitty situation. That's all I can say.
I'm even thinking about that is because last night Devil and I were going over one of my retards who were bothering me, and it was like, yeah, I want to be left alone, but I'm not going to be left alone. And Tug has way more weirdos after him than I have after me.
And I don't know how I keep kicking the hornets.
Well, what did you do?
I talked about I recently talked about Achievement Hunter rebranding, which might be a topic tonight. I don't know.
I don't even know what that is.
Do you know what Rooster Teeth? Yeah, Rooster Teeth. Achievement Hunter decided to rebrand, which was their big gaming area, to Dog Bark.
That's a weird
okay.
The fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I get it. Rooster Teeth supposed to be Cockbite, but that makes sense. They just came up with Dog Bark. The video that they put out to advertise is god awful, but I used to be a big Achievement Hunter fan. Not side scrollers, but god dang it, what was it?
Screw Attack.
Yeah, Screw Attack, Achievement Hunter, Rooster Teeth, all those guys like that. That was my first introduction to YouTube world. Loved those guys. Huge fan. Knew everything about them. Big drama happened 2020 when one of their big creators got into a sexual snafu. And either I have the information backwards or this person has the information backwards, but I was called a grape defender because it was two guys got into a situation where my understanding was one dude was talking to underage kids and the guy I defended only cheated on his wife with an 18-year-old. And it might have been the other way around, and I don't know anymore.
Well, yeah, because this is all back #MeToo time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was during the coup. And like that whole story is crazy, and I still don't know what the hell happened. And from my point of view, the dude was in the right. Well, he wasn't in the right. He cheated on his wife. He did something wrong, but I didn't think he should have lost his job for having relations with an 18-year-old fan. But apparently she wasn't 18. I don't know. It is what it is. But I pissed somebody off for that. And also YouTube's been thinking all my content needs to be limited on ads for some reason.
Oh, is it everything or just your live streams?
Almost every video I've had to have reviewed.
See, they're doing that to me lately on my live streams. Like every live stream this week's been slapped at limited. I mean, Devil and I were dancing naked last night, so I mean that could be a thing. But
kind of party was this?
The Jewish guy was dancing naked with the devil.
It was expressive dance. Jesus Christ, guys.
But last night was limited. Sunday got limited. The only thing that didn't get limited this week was my 4-hour rant session with Dane about Wheel of Time. That didn't get touched, but everything else this week has been limited out of the gate. Fine. I mean, it's annoying. Regular videos.
All my regular videos are getting hit, and like one of them was Hollywood EP doesn't know words, where I was just talking about what is woke, and the executive producer for Gargoyles said everything that he did was woke in the.
That was sad to see that. That hurt me a little bit.
I think he's just a Hollywood dumbass. I don't think he really knows what the words are.
When I read about that and the people trying to point him out, yeah, dude, you're using the wrong words. It's the same exact thing as when I try to teach my mom what current phrasing is, so that she doesn't sound like an idiot when people talk to her about it. And she's receptive. She knows what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, this term means this right now. Don't say it like this. This is what this means. Understand that this is what, because she comes from a completely different era. So the way she says things means it has a completely different meaning to her. Sometimes I update her on what current phrasing means, and that's what this sounds like to me. Just a fucking moron who has no idea what a word is.
Yeah, because when they listen to somebody about what woke is, they're all like, "Oh, woke is just caring about people and not being
I'll pull up
racist
the article
and stuff."
I'll pull up
they
the
don't
article,
understand what it is,
and then we'll get into some of the main stories. Young Justice and Spectacular Spider-Man. Producer Greg Wiseman claims I've been striving for woke since long before I ever heard the term. And essentially, he was talking about being more progressive or liberal in his content, not woke. So because he was comparing his content to like Star Trek and X-Men, and it led me to just to put out a definition of what woke is essentially when you have a combination of identity politics with intersectional ideology.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could gargoyles be woke? Isn't that just a bunch of fucking statues?
Well, I mean, they did Goliath and the police chick did want to fuck. I mean, there you go. Maybe that's woke. I don't know.
Well, I think
there was gay gargoyles. What?
No. Goliath, main character, and the police chick he found. You know, they wanted to fuck. It would have been interspecies, but hey,
Static never saw gargoyles.
I wasn't allowed to watch gargoyles. My mom was on one of her demon chasing kicks, and she said gargoyles are demons, and so I wasn't allowed to watch.
Gargoyles was great. It was cool. I mean, yeah, they butchered Arthurian mythology, but it was fun.
Well, they didn't. I wouldn't say they butchered Arthurian mythology. I say they just played around with it. And in the style that you can play around with mythology and stuff and not butcher it.
I mean, they were right with the idea that Arthur isn't dead, that he was taken to Avalon to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
But then by merging it with basically Shakespearean mythology at the same time, it really was a trip. But it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. And I would say maybe his idea of like the gargoyles and stuff being more progressive was people judge the gargoyles based on how they looked instead of based on their characters. So, and that's essentially what he's mistaking here is he thinks woke is, he actually says it. Where was it? Woke is waking the fuck up and opening your goddamn eyes to the reality around you. When that's not it at all. But yeah, this happened. And it kind of sucks because he did put out some great. Oh God, he worked on some fantastic stuff. Early Young Justice, Gargoyle, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man was so good. That was a good adaptation of Spider-Man.
Yes. Oh, and I miss watching that. I need to go back and watch that.
I can't, even though because it just ended without giving anything. Even though didn't they bring it back? I don't trust anything they bring back these days. Fuck that.
I don't think they did. I think they ended up changing it into that other Spider-Man show, The Amazing Spider-Man.
No, I think
was it Spider-Man and Friends or something?
No,
maybe.
No, because I think they did Spectacular Spider-Man, which had an awesome opening, by the way. I love that opening.
Yeah, that theme is an earwig.
Yes. And then they didn't do a Spider-Man show until I think it was The Amazing Spider-Man on Disney XD, which started off strong. And then they did what they did with all their Marvel TV shows, try to connect it with the MCU in some way, and then started playing around with stuff in a very weird way. So introducing characters that they already introduced and changing them up to make them look more like the MCU counterparts. It was weird. But there's that. Okay, let's get into one of the big topics though. This way, entire screen. I think I'm doing this right. Change it up a little bit. But Hollywood writers strike to officially end Wednesday as union leadership okays deal. Has anybody seen what the deal was?
It hasn't been released yet.
I saw people saying the writers got a lot of what they wanted.
My understanding was is the exact same deal as they were offered prior.
That's what I've heard. Or slightly different from like a couple months ago, but essentially a same deal is what I heard too. But that's again from others in our sphere reporting on it. There is no official thing yet.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I would believe what Gary's saying, considering how his connections and stuff, and he was saying this was coming for a while. I mean, the fact that they are possibly cutting down on half their content. Hey, you got your guaranteed jobs. Half you won't have a job, but you got your guaranteed jobs. You happy? But
supposedly, I just sent you a summary of it. WGA contract 2023.org.
WGA contract 2023.
I sent the link in the private chat.
Oh, that's why I'm not looking there. I was looking at DMs. Let's see. Summary of the 2023 whatever. one term of agreement. The term of agreement is September 20. Minimum increase. Most MBA minimum will increase by 5%. Ratification of contract 4%. Yada yada yada. Essentially more money, I guess. Increased health. Okay, don't really care. Increased health, and I don't care. Artificial intelligence AI. We have established regulations on the use of AI on MBA covered projects in the following ways. AI can't write or rewrite literary material, and AI generated material will not be considered source material under the MBA, meaning that AI generated material can't be used to undermine the writer's credit or separated rights. That's not going to be followed. A writer can choose to use AI when performing writing services if the company consists and provided that the writer follows applicable company policies. Yeah. Okay, just so I'll have to read through a lot of this. Got their pay increase, staff. Yeah, it is what it is, but hey, everybody's coming back. Not a damn thing's changed, except now we're also got this.
Oh,
SAG and what?
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. SAG. Oh, okay. Film Actors Guild members vote to authorize a video game strike. Yeah, so now your voice actors in video games are officially going to be voting if they're going to go on strike.
Yeah, I mean, well, all right. So go for it. Let me finish saying. I have to finish typing this thing on.
Okay.
Well, they're going to have a hard time because the fact is they can be replaced. They can use AI for that. It won't be as good, obviously, but it's not like the video game industry is going to shut down like the Hollywood did.
Nope.
They'll just lose a lot of opportunities.
I would say they can just find other people. They can just find other people. They don't need them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, they can have a dev do it.
Yeah.
Well, one, AI is still okay in the Film Actors Guild. Nobody has struck any of that. Two, how many video games do you actually play with voice acting when you think about it? When you hardline think about it, how many video games do you have voice actors for?
Oh, God.
Technically,
that Starfield had voice actors.
Nobody could play Starfield. Let's be real. And most of that was probably AI generated.
So shit.
You know what's fake about that whole deal with the writers is since it's just a 1 year, right? Isn't that what it said? It was like 3 years
or like 2.5. Yeah.
So they know that it's going to take about that long before AI is fully ready to go write scripts and stuff. So they give them that deal to shut them up. And then by the time AI is fully ready to go and take their jobs, the deal, their contracts come back up due and they can just say, yeah, we're not going to put that in this time. And if you don't like it, we'll just replace you because that's all ready to go. Huh?
So if you're smart, that second bullet point under the AI stuff says a writer can choose to use the AI. So you go and you spend the next 2.5 years figuring out how to get AI to create the best script. And then you've just created your worth in the future when they want to move to that.
Coming back here, essentially, one, you're right, but two, I don't think the AI is going to be used like that. I think it's going to be a tool, and you're going to go in there and probably clean it up. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, like you've seen the stuff Grant Gregory does and all the AI art and stuff. Like that's not necessarily just a simple thing to do. Like I've played around with it, and you can get real in the nitty gritty details, and it's just learning how to tell the computer to give you something that you actually want back, and it takes time.
My profile picture was made with AI.
All right, two things. One non-related. Devil, check your DMs. Maybe those will help you out. Two. Okay, about the video game thing. I almost did a video on this today, and then I elected not to because I'm saving it for this weekend. Because I have already gotten pushback when myself and the roundtable panel have brought this up. We a bunch of commie and union bros came after us, going, "Oh, don't you like unions?" So I've kind of already said everything I need to say on this, and maybe I'm not a good grifter by just bringing it up again, but I don't know. Point is, this is retarded because where are you, IGN? Okay, is this today's article at IGN? Or
Yes,
is it an old one? You
saw
know,
it yesterday technically.
Well, technically, yeah. Or earlier. Well, no, it's still today here.
No, it was on the 25th.
Well, they had a new one up today. They had a new one up today. Yeah. And they changed the title. Let me bring it up. So they had it because I remember because this morning when I was debating it when they first dropped it, I thought, do I feel like doing this? And you know, during Tuesday when everything's here it is. This is when you want. I'll just share my window. They had this one up. This is the one they had up today. And the original title was saying, you need to understand that unions are good. And then they changed the title.
Unions have their pros, but in the modern era, no.
They had a use a long time ago, and they don't anymore.
There's some areas where...
There's... Go
ahead. You go first, Adam.
Well, so there's some people that say unions never did anything. Henry Ford started doing all this shit that everyone gives credit to unions for before the unions, like 30 years or something before the unions came around.
Yeah.
Like the 40-hour work week, the weekends, the more than 2 weeks paid vacation. Like Henry Ford started doing all of that before a union was ever created.
And what's time? You know, coal miners needed a union to so that they didn't die. That's understood.
Truck drivers needed
it. They need stuff. But this now it's about ideology. It's about politics. It's not about getting anything. And the other half of this is, as this is a statement. This is my stance on this. If you're going to try and this whole thing about the video game striking for video game thing, it's an attempt at sympathy that's going to fall on deaf ears. Gamers don't give a fuck. And this article right here, you need to understand. See that? Get educated. Oh, this title. Yeah, get educated about unions. Get educated about. Why don't I educate you with my two middle fingers that I'm going to play my video games how and when I want them. And also that I'm actually smarter than you because, and this is Dre, our buddy Dre, who has worked in the video game industry. And therefore, he was a great resource when we were talking about this, says to what we already knew, but confirms the idea that, oh, guess what? There are so many moving parts to developing a video game that if you go on strike, everything else can get done. Then we can come back and do your piddly ass voice work for it. Yeah. And most of the time, as Dre, who has been somebody who has done VA work for games, it's done in-house from anybody who's sitting around. It is very rare that you turn on a game. And actually, this is one of the first times you turn on the game. My example was in 2009 when I turned on Dragon Age Origins for the first time and I heard the sultry sounds of Claudia Black. And I realized, oh, Claudia Black's Morgan. I'm going to enjoy this. That's a rarity. You're not getting Hollywood big names to do voice acting. No, generally, as Dre explained it to us, it happens from in-house. Everybody in-house did this shit. You're not hiring people on a fucking thing and you get paid for a few minutes of work. And then you're done. So this is trying to create an idea that there is even a problem here when there isn't. That it even reaches into needing a strike when it doesn't, because it's a different type of industry. And the video game, to some other retard once said in a comment of mine, video games are entertainment. No, the video game industry is the video game industry.
Yeah.
It is not the entertainment industry. It happens to be a part of entertainment, but it's the video game industry, and it dwarfs everything Hollywood does. And real good. Mr. Self-Destruct, our good friend Dre, as I said, he gave a very unhappy rant on Sunday about that movie. So what was it in there?
It was I saw
where was it?
A lot of people said
no one will save you. Yeah, no one will save you. Yeah, our friend Dre was very unhappy after watching that movie. Very unhappy. So I'm just gonna say that.
I might check it out. I might check it out because I'm a masochist, but
all right,
coming back over here, if they do go on strike, which we still don't even know if they will, more than likely they will, but nobody will really care because, fun fact, you can just go back to no voice acting. This is only going to affect America.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Activision, Disney, EA, Take-Two, Insomniac, and WB Games. Yeah, that's only going to be America-based companies that are going to be potentially going on strike.
What are they doing that's so great right now?
yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, I guess Insomniac Games is putting out Spider-Man.
It's done.
Yeah, and
Done.
WB. I don't think they have anything else that I'm looking forward to actually playing. So, you know, I'm usually playing Nintendo or Japanese-based games or even indie games, and then I'm going back through old games that I haven't played ever and playing those. So
that makes it even worse because then literally they could just send the sound, get the sound files from across the pond. They could have some English actors do fake ass American accents, do the reading, send it to them, and there you go. We went around you. So stupid.
Devil. All throughout the writers and actors strike, guess what was filming?
House
of Dragons.
Yeah.
This was only affecting America. It was only our prestigious lords and ladies that thought that they were greater than anything that decided to go on strike, when in reality they're kind of shit. All the good people were still working the whole time. Everybody that's good is going to go out and work. Everybody who's bad is going to be protected by these unions, and they're the ones that are hurting everything else. But real fast, Alec Baldwin's finger for 1 month. I see the strike against gaming as good for independent games and bad for AAA woke games. Yeah. I mean, you're still going to have, who puts out Armored Core and...
I could tell you, but I'd have to turn my system on.
From Software.
Oh, From Software, yeah.
So, yeah, you still have From Software putting out games. And almost, I have to say, I haven't played Baldur's Gate, but I'm starting to think maybe Armored Core might be Game of the Year, especially after Star.
I'm stuck on a boss, so I'm saying right now, no. I'm stuck on a boss. Well, my play style doesn't work for this boss, so I'm having to rethink how to fight it, and it's annoying me.
But isn't that fun?
No, it isn't, because my play style kicks ass. I dominate everything I fight, and this thing's too fucking fast.
That's the whole point. Is you're supposed to be going around and changing up how you play everything.
I'm awesome the way I am. I don't have to change.
You're right. You don't have to change. You are perfect, Adam. You're wonderful,
dude. Dropping a couple grenade launchers from my shoulders, stun them, unload with energy weapon blasts, and it's over. No, this thing's too goddamn fast and doesn't stay still. So,
well, my point was like, wasn't it last year's Game of the Year was From Software's Elden Ring? Yeah, I think they're gonna get it again simply because what are they?
There's no way it's beating Baldur's Gate.
No, I mean Armored Core 6 is a cool game, but it has not had the widespread impact enough to be considered Game of the Year.
And there's no bear fucking.
Right. You're right. And I've seen nothing but praise from Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played it. I might play it eventually. I need to get through a bunch of other stuff, but that's one America based game that I think is actually possibly up for Game of the Year. The other game is potentially Legend of Zelda, but I'm actually starting to think Legend of Zelda did fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
Real quick, there's no. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. No, I didn't interrupt you. I don't have a rhythm. I'm sorry right now.
You're good.
I'm not awake. No, to what Al Baldwin's finger says there. Generally, yeah, I will sometimes just have to switch out my weapons, but generally my movement tactics haven't been. I've been able to maintain my general idea of how I do stuff, but it's this one. It's the boss at the bottom of the city in the later half of the game. You beat it once and then it regenerates, and it's even stronger. So I could beat it once because everything my tactics adjusted. You're right. You have to adjust your tactics, but I'm having to totally readjust my build and my tactics for the next time I'm going to attempt this, because nothing I'm doing gets me. On the second round when it regenerates, I can get it to maybe 75%, and I've used up all my repair units at this point. So it's just kicking my ass.
You know what? Now that I think about it, what you're dealing with is actually a pain in the freaking ass.
It's the only time in the game so far something's regenerated after I've kicked its ass. And the technique I developed to kick its ass worked beautifully, where I owned it completely and maybe can have at least 1 or 2 repair units. But the this one guy, this thing's a cheap ass thing, and it's all over the fuck place. And I mean, I realize if I'm pelting it with a live rounds or an impact rounds, like a chain gun on one hand, yeah, it keeps it from jumping around. But then it's just I hate that fight. I still haven't beaten it yet. It's been 3 or 4 weeks and I haven't beaten it. Granted, I haven't been trying constantly, but it's yeah.
And then again, sorry for interrupting, but
no, fuck this
again
boss.
from. Oh, I love how video game talk gets us. But again, from Alec Baldwin's finger, Baldur's Gate 3 deserves Game of the Year more than Armored Core. I haven't played either one of them yet. I'm just saying what I think might happen. It's not going to be Legend of Zelda. I thought that might have been one of them, and it definitely ain't going to be Starfield. I can't play that game.
I'm wondering, does Armored Core even get a nomination?
Probably not. I mean, it's a great game.
I like it. Yeah.
I mean, did you ever see the video of? Clearly, had to be a JP player. He had a complete cockpit setup for his keyboard with a thrust attachment and a fighter pilot joystick.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? Where it did, and he had all kinds of flip switch this stuff in front of him, and it's like, God damn, that dude, that's another fucking level. Playing it with that and being that damn good.
I wonder what that cost to put that together.
Yeah. Well, hey, dude, JP gamers, they will dump money into their rigs because we think we're hardcore. We're children compared to the hardcore JP player. We are children. Infants.
Forgot to tell you, Mr. Self-Destruct, you haven't been here. I only really do shots on Alec Baldwin's finger. You haven't been here. I do shots on Fridays and Saturdays because I still have work tomorrow. I don't do shots that much on the weekdays. You know what? Because you guys didn't know that. I forgot to say it at the beginning. I'll have a half shot. That's my bad.
You know, it's funny how bringing it back to the Game of the Year session. It's funny how Hogwarts Legacy forgotten.
Hogwarts Legacy is so fucking boring.
It was no things. It was easy. That's what it was. Yeah. That's why it was easy. Yeah. And when we discovered that the difficulty setting was non-existent, that it was the same on every one. I mean, that game was once you finally got the rhythm down, it was not a challenge. The only time I died is when I got lazy. And
you're right. It's like Guitar Hero.
Yeah. So and even though our good friend Mustang has told me DLC is on the way, I kind of don't care.
I don't think so.
No, they said that there's no DLC coming.
Well, listen, Mustang talks to a lot of devs, so he gets things. He says there's DLC coming, so I believe Mustang when he says DLC is coming. I believe him.
And maybe in the next couple of years, but
they came out and said no DLC. They're just moving on to 2.
Maybe, but
let's see what happens. Maybe there was talks of a DLC. Maybe they're planning for 2 because I know they're also working on an actual. I don't know if this is WB Games or if this is the same company, but somebody's working on an actual Quidditch game.
Yeah, that was someone else. I don't remember who, but I remember looking at it and it was all fat women and shit.
I will say, going to Game of the Year. I want Pokemon to win Game of the Year for once.
Shut up.
Oh my God.
When the new game finally comes out, I want it to win.
Just shut up.
Once in its life. Please.
Just shut up.
Jeremy, it's been a trash fire since God knows when.
Scarlet and Violet is actually pretty fun. I'm going to be trying out the DLC tomorrow. And I've been hearing good things about the DLCs.
In all seriousness, it's probably going to be Baldur's 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Even though I will never touch that game because I will not play anything Wizards of the Coast related. It's my policy. It's my choice to boycott it, and I choose.
I don't think Wizards of the Coast. Did they?
But it's still Dungeons and Dragons. It's still Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
They get a taste. I refuse.
Okay.
It's just I'm sticking to my guns on that one.
I don't blame you for that at all.
They've touched Adam inappropriately for the last time.
Yeah.
I can concede that. I understand that. As a guy who got into Dungeons and Dragons way late, I fully understand why people are pissed off because I kind of agree. And real quick from Samuel the Infamous, I'm gonna laugh until I choke if Game of the Year goes to Diablo 4.
I doubt it.
What?
I doubt
It's not gonna get it. I'm voting
no
for
way.
Diablo 4.
Dude, there's
Just
no
for
way
chaos.
a Blizzard game with all their virtue, all the shit surrounding them that the virtue signalers are pushing against. There's no way they get a Game of the Year. They're too toxic. They're too radioactive.
Well, so possible Game of the Year's Baldur's Gate 3, which probably is in the lead.
Yeah.
Then you have Spider-Man 2. There was a third game that and I am gonna at least put it in there because Bethesda, for all their faults, always somehow gets a fucking Game of the Year. I don't get it. I do think Starfield might. I think Starfield might get it.
Jeremy,
that's just because it's Bethesda.
Jeremy, you live on X Twitter like a 14-year-old girl, so you see everything.
Yeah.
The Starfield, and I guess I'll call them bots because that's what they behave like. It's a real thing with how they behave. Oh, this game is great. I wake up today and I always find something new. I mean, I'm seeing less of them right now. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
But not Wookiee. But I mean, there are other the Xbox shills that I see who are all tied up in the fucking console war, which isn't a thing anymore. Get a life.
They gave up.
Not just anybody. Xbox, the console war
gave up.
It wasn't a thing. It hasn't been a thing for years. Sony won, Nintendo doesn't play, and Xbox gave up.
Yeah.
How could there be a war? The war ended 15 years ago. Let's be honest. It ended a long time ago. And this is coming from the guy. I was there in the real console wars. Nintendo, Sega, the real one.
You're not wrong. Super Nintendo, Sega.
Yeah, I was there.
And that's what Nintendo don't.
Sega went too fast with the Dreamcast. They should have held out like another 2 years.
Static, you're speaking all the truth, man. It was Sega's fatal flaw on why they lost the original console war. They always had to be the first one out.
Yep.
They always had to put out the Genesis first. They had to put out the Sega CD first. They had to put out the 32X first. They had to put out the Dreamcast first. They had to put out the Saturn first. And then that just gave Nintendo more time. And then when Sony came in, it gave Sony more time.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, Genesis was the first console I ever bought for myself. Saved up my little boy money, and I said, I'm gonna buy it. I could play Alter Beast forever. And then 2 weeks later, I'm not playing Alter Beast anymore. And then 6 months later, my mom's when I get after football practice one day, my mom says, "Hey, do you want a Super Nintendo?" And I go, "Yes." Yes, I want, because my mom was very generous.
You know what? Staying on the topic of video games and stuff, I haven't fully looked into this. I heard it happened, and I don't know what's going on, but ransomware group claims to have breached all Sony systems.
I hope not, because I mean, I have shit in Sony's in the PlayStation Store.
Well, updates.
I've seen another month before I get my current card is getting new one anyway. I don't have to put it in now. God damn it. It's annoying.
How many times has Sony been hacked?
I don't know.
Well, so this is different than the last one because this is all of Sony. It's not just PlayStation.
Okay.
And it's not. Yeah, it's so like if you've like bought a DVD or something like that, like it's all of Sony.
Oh shit.
So it's not just because the last time I believe it was the PlayStation Store that got hacked and they had to just shut everything down because everything routes through that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of data they've got though. Like nothing outside of like emails and probably hashed passwords is what it seems like. Mm-hmm. But this is also with just a brief looking into it as of yesterday.
All Sony systems, the group claimed on both the clear and dark nets, we won't ransom them. We will sell the data due to Sony not wanting to pay. Data is for sale. Okay, so they just took a bunch of data, looks like. Cybersecurity Connect, the group has posted some proof of hacked data, although it says this is not particularly compelling information on the face of things. Includes what appears to be screenshots of internet login page and internet PowerPoint presentations. Internal. internal login page, an internal PowerPoint presentation, several Java files, and file tree of the leak, which seemingly includes fewer than 6,000 files. Well, I mean, I feel like Sony's biggest problem is that they get hacked a lot. Is that just my opinion?
Almost makes you wonder why we're paying for a PSN.
I don't pay for PSN. Fuck that.
So here's the thing: is if you have a Sony account of any sort, go and change your passwords. You should be using a password manager. You just do that every time you hear about any of these types of things. Otherwise, I don't know if they got any credit card stuff.
I'm not. Well, I mean, I'm automatically logged into the PlayStation Store when I turn on my PS5. So I mean, it's my account. I mean, I guess maybe I should. I don't know.
I would just in case. Or
the internet was a mistake.
Yeah, I exist.
Beg to differ.
I know. You have to say this. Like I want a break. Just give me. I want a break. Whoa.
Do you want to listen? I don't think the internet was an outright mistake.
No, I know. I'm being melodramatic. I know.
I know you're being melodramatic, but I don't think it was an outright mistake because we get wonderful moments like this. Yazzie-linked veteran received ovation during Zelensky's Canada visit. I completely forgot that it was Jewish when I played.
How does this happen?
Stupidity. It's tribalism, pure tribalism. This man fought against the Russians, therefore he good. He fought on behalf of Ukraine, therefore good. Russian bad, therefore clap.
Yeah, and not only did he fight against the Russians, but he's a Ukrainian who fought against the Russians back then.
Yeah, they don't even question what side it is. And I'm gonna. Can you hear this before? Can you hear this?
No, because you didn't share audio, dingus.
You can't.
Oh, this is the design. It's not the actual. It's not the actual clapping. God damn it! I was trying to find the video of him clapping. Did I bookmark it by chance? Give me a moment because I find it so hilarious.
No. You know what? No, we're gonna have dead air now while you do this.
No, I'm talking.
Samuel has a great super chat there for you.
What did Samuel say? Free will was a mistake.
Says the Eldritch Horror who breaks all our wills.
Damn it, I didn't save it. God freaking, I should have saved this thing. I didn't think it was actually going to blow up the way it did. I'm kind of pissed off now.
Well, Jeremy, you know, when you touch something like that, it's going to happen.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have touched.
You should know that. You should know that.
I shouldn't touch myself. I know.
You're experienced. It's okay. Come on.
Yeah, I don't. It's gone. It's gone to the times. But essentially, dude gets clapped for. Hilarious video because he's sitting there just proud of himself. He's proud of what's going on here. And I can't. Oh, did I just find it?
I saw someone say Adolf Hitler would be proud.
So, is there any way we can say anybody with the Ukraine flag now supports this? Is there any way we can start that?
Oh shit! Yeah, sure. Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the fact that the reports today that we're subsidizing everything for them.
Yeah.
When we're being choked by Bidenomics over here. So.
They just had a thing come out that says some hospital in Germany, they had some internal thing leak that they're getting all these soldiers from the Ukrainian war coming there for rehabilitation, and like a shit ton of them, like 80 or something % are United States soldiers. So we have ground troops there fighting, getting hurt.
Wow.
We have a tank. We have tanks over there.
Yep.
But Samuel said this. Oh, Canada. He's so happy. And I couldn't find the actual clip of them clapping, so I have a news report.
Why are there Ukrainian soldiers going to Germany? I had to double check, and there's a good bit of land between those two countries.
That's because we're
Just a
flying
little
them there.
bit.
We're flying them there. That's how.
You got Poland.
There's
under
that,
attack
but
from opposition parties and Jewish groups after a Ukrainian veteran who served in a Nazi military unit in World War II
he's
wasn't
so
just
proud. Wait, he wasn't just
invited
invited?
to hear Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky speak in Parliament on Friday, but received a standing ovation.
Oh God, I love this. How do you get this wrong?
Jeremy, it's very simple. Ideology trumps everything.
But at this, if this happened to say Trump, okay, well, I'm just putting that out there. He accidentally invites a Yahtzee person that they didn't vet. That would be front page news constantly.
Jeremy, it did happen. Everybody on all sides are good people. Remember that?
Yeah,
it did happen.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
It did
You're
happen.
right. Well, no, that
Except
was
it
actually
didn't happen because that was a
except it did
fucking
happen.
lie.
And I was actually there. I was in Charlottesville when it happened.
Oh, really?
And,
oh my God.
I mean, I was 10
know.
miles. I was 10 miles away.
I
Uh-huh.
didn't use shit.
But I was there, and
He had a
You wanna-
tiki torch on his lawn.
the real politics behind that is the
Shit.
very far left government of Charlottesville at that time, which is still basically the same government. They invited them all there. They invited everybody there, and I'm gonna say that dumb woman that ran in front of a car and got killed because she ran in front of a car.
I remember that.
I was freaking there. I know the truth.
You know what? Shakazula and Mr. Self-Destruct kind of pointed out. You mean Nick Fuentes and you mean Kanye is good people? You know what? I said what I said, and now I'm realizing that it was stupid to say.
And you've actually been awake for a while. I just woke up after falling asleep for a couple hours, and I remember this shit. I'm the one who's supposed to boomer it up here.
So I have a question. This might require a special hat made of a certain type of metal. What if this was done on purpose and they knew exactly what they were doing and they were just looking to see what kind of reaction it would create?
Trial balloon?
Maybe.
What if I think that's too generous to these people. In all reality,
This is Justin Trudeau we're talking about here. I mean,
this is a man who proudly trampled over his own people with horses.
I actually saw someone trying to defend them doing this and saying, "Oh, well, he only worked in a camp. It's not like he was a boots on the ground soldier."
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
Are you fucking kidding me?
are you?
He worked with the SS.
He worked in a camp. You
He was an SS soldier.
Yeah.
Hey, I've worked in camps, not that kind of camp. I had a much different camp.
Dude, how many times have you threatened to send me to a camp, you asshole?
He taught them how to do the canoe and archery. And it was
He made sure they took
just the fun
baths.
stuff. Yeah.
Special showers.
Cleanliness
Yeah,
is next to godliness.
they worked next to ovens. They made bread.
Jeremy, shut up.
What? Don't your people have like some sort of forgiveness and stuff like that?
No, we're Jews. We don't forgive.
Oh, that's a good point.
Do I look like a Catholic to you?
No,
We create
you're right.
golems to go stomp your ass. We don't forgive.
And you string up our savior.
Our God is a fire and brimstone God.
You just see if you made a Gullum and sent it after Dermy, it comes back like a week later with a hole drilled in the ass end of it, crying.
Why did you do this to me? Why?
No, dude, don't lie. It would have a ball gang in its mouth.
And JB, I might be Catholic, so
You said Catholics are forgiving, not the Jews.
oh yeah. I'm forgiving. Don't worry, I forgive you. I forgive
Dude.
you, Adam.
I'm gonna slap you.
Did you guys see what Trudeau said?
What did he say? Oh shit! I just
So he's like, it was a big mistake, but we need to stop the Russian propaganda.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yep, just have to keep hitting those fucking.
They're rolling that out there.
We just invited over an SS agent. It's just propaganda, okay? It's Russian propaganda.
Right, Hillary's running that out there again, yelling, "Gotta get ready for the Russian interference in the election." Yep. She actually said that this week.
Yeah, they're expecting more for it to be worse than it was in 2016. Well, what the hell? You fucking fixed 2020. Why can't you just do it again?
Wait, that's because now we're all watching. They can't do the same thing they did in 2020 because everybody's watching now.
That's why YouTube pulled back its policy. For all these years, we haven't been able to talk about election interference, and now YouTube said, "Oh no, we changed that. You can talk about it again." Why? Because they're getting ready that if Orange Man wins again, they can go right back to blaming Russia and anything else and doing exactly what people been. But we can't do it. They can.
Yeah. Well,
it's one side.
If and when Orange Man wins, he's going scorched earth, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be glorious. This next year is going to be so chaotic. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it every step of the way.
The first time
Fire and brimstone. Fire and brimstone.
Oh yeah. The first time Orange Man won, the literal like collective breakdown that the left had. I touched my pee to it.
I didn't even have a dog in the race, but I love that shit.
Can't wait till this
those
time.
reaction videos.
Thank God I don't go on Facebook barely anymore. That's all I ever saw.
No one goes on Facebook, Cloud.
My favorite reaction is still the Young Turks election night. Oh, you talk about touching your pee-pee to that. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Dermy, you touch your pee-pee to everything. Just don't even start.
Oh, you can't tell me watching all those people break down and cry doesn't warm your heart.
It warms my heart, but I don't get hard over it. No.
Oh, I get hard over it. I get real hard. Yeah, see, Devil and I are on the
Devil's
same page.
The devil. There's a reason. They're all going to be visiting him one day.
and I'm a degenerate bastard.
Yeah, well, then there's that.
But oh shit! God fucking damn it! I'm doing it again. We also have to wrap this all up. Canada's House Speaker steps down after honoring man who fought for Yahtzees.
Yep.
This didn't even screen the man. You didn't even ask who is this dude. You just let him in.
Well, he wore a Ukraine flag, so that was okay.
Yeah, I would want to know whose idea this was. Like, who came up with this?
You know it's Trudeau. You know damn well Trudeau is the one that came up with this.
He doesn't have an original thought in his head.
I was saying, you think he cares what these people do? He just tells it like.
So let me lay out the scene, okay? He wants to come out there and be the guy that everybody can admire and stuff, and actually put on that face. He doesn't have a working brain. Okay, It doesn't work that well. But he thought, for once, I'm gonna show off just how pro-Ukraine I am, and we're gonna invite over both Zelensky and this dude, and we're gonna clap.
Dude, if you put out like free food, Zelensky will show up. That man will show up to anything.
Zelensky, I got $20.
Yeah, I mean, him and any chance for his wife to go shopping, any chance.
Any chance. Okay, I'm trying to think because the next topic is a little bit spicy, but before we get into that, because it's the no zone.
One last thing. How does a country who went around calling all the truckers Nazis not be able to recognize one?
Because they called all the truckers Nazi. They call it, listen, this also boils down to why you shouldn't be using these words all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Because if everybody's a Yahtzee,
you're actually right. I give you that. You're actually right. Yep. The overuse of words removes their meaning. Yeah.
We've gotten to a point where you can't even recognize who's actually a racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe, whatever, because you're just constantly calling everybody that. When everybody's special, nobody's special. That's the bottom line. Although, are we really that special?
I mean,
hey guys,
maybe
guess
your
what?
special needs.
Hang on, guys. Guess what? The strike ended 8 minutes ago. Yay!
Yeah.
It's not midnight in California.
Oh, it has to be
Yeah.
California. Oh,
I would guess that because that's where all this is happening, right?
Well, there's
oh yeah, you're right. It
Is-
says PT. It says PT, not
Oh.
EST. Okay, all right. So I'm still living in the future. All right,
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah.
we
3
still have
hours.
I retract my joke.
three-
I retract my joke.
So nothing's gonna end up changing. Nothing changes.
No.
Nobody cares.
It's not going to
No,
matter.
everything-
It's as a matter of fact,
no.
I think it's going to get worse.
I sort of disagree. Going back to this whole discussion, because they're going to be cutting down half the output.
No, it doesn't matter. No,
They're
that-
expanding
that-
the writers' rooms.
output
Yeah,
does
but
the
they're-
output doesn't matter, Dermy. The content is still going to be the same. It's still.
Oh,
gonna
we're
be
still
the
going to
same.
get shit content, but
Yeah.
we're going to get less of the shit content.
So that means you'll have to focus on what you look at, and you have to wait a little longer. Yeah. Hey.
Listen, I'm trying to be a half glass
Hey,
full
you know what
kind of guy
happens?
here.
Yeah, but you know what comes today? Robin in the Hood comes out today.
Wait, did
Oh boy.
no?
It's the 27th.
You're
Do
not
they
going to
cheer for Nazis on that one?
I'm watching that. That
is-
actually looks hilarious.
I might not do a long form review. I might watch it and then talk about it on stream. 'Cause-
I'm legitimately thinking of. I need to find links. I need to find a way to watch this because that
all right,
looks
listen. Let
that
me
looks
look.
funny in the way that I find funny.
Let me
That
look
it's
at it right
so-
now. I'll tell you in 2 seconds if it's out yet. Let me get.
It's gonna be so bad.
Has anyone watched The Continental?
No.
Continental.
It's good. I liked
Oh,
it.
I've heard of it. Is that's on Apple, right?
Peacock.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna watch it because I love the John Wick universe, and this is about establishing the Continental, right? So it's what's his
You could
name's
w-
character?
Yeah. Oh my God, Winston.
It's
yeah.
his character.
Yeah, and you don't even have to watch John Wick to know anything about this. First, like I've just seen the first episode, and I think that's all that's out so far. But
Yeah, just for a second.
you don't have to watch any. You don't have to know anything about John Wick to watch the show.
I think it's also going to be very lacking in identity politics just because of the John Wick universe.
There was one line that took me out of it for a second, but it kind of fits, and it's not too egregious.
Is it about the black guy?
The black chick.
Black chick? Oh, there's a black chick. You know what? I need to watch it. I love the John Wick universe, so I'm gonna check it out. But what is?
Yes, it comes out today. So in about the next 7-8 hours, maybe 12 hours, you will be able to do it. So
This is gonna be
I'm-
so bad that I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
This is good. This is the cringe of cringe right here.
I outright can't believe CW didn't say, you know what, we want a copy of this.
Right.
It looks so CW-ish.
Canada. It's Canada.
I would say this is Canada, isn't it?
Yep. Global.
So that's essentially CW because CW is all done in Canada.
Well, that's the business aspect. Trying to think. This you got me into a whole tangent. Hercules actor
Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin Sorbo.
Sorbo?
Kevin Sorbo was on Tim Pool last week and was actually talking about it, that it's called show business. And it's actually cheaper to do stuff in parts of Canada. Like actually
Vancouver.
a lot of modern westerns are made in Canada now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's funny because they're all leftists. They all want to cheer the whole socialist idea, but yet they go and film in Canada and other countries to get away from taxes.
Yep.
It's
The
like
whole
wait, I thought that was
reason-
good.
Batman. No, Dark Knight Rises was filmed in Philadelphia over Chicago. It was because Chicago decided to tax them like crazy because they saw that this was an area to make money.
Well, let's be honest. Everybody would have been murdered on the first day of shooting in Chicago.
Because it's MAGA country.
Wait, shooting or shooting? What type of shooting are we talking about here?
That's probably also why Niantic no longer holds GoFest at Chicago.
Probably a smart move, to be honest. And I don't like Niantic at all, but they do some things right.
I could say so many things on Niantic, but it would get your channel in trouble.
I
hate them
highly
so
doubt
much.
it. They do some things right, some things wrong. They're not the worst company out there. But
I don't know. They're getting there.
okay, I'm not even gonna talk about this Rachel Zegler Snow White film being so freaking high because no shit it is. I'm more bringing this up because, well, Snow White's on the way, and I can't believe people actually thought that this rumor here was true.
It already finished filming. Anybody that believed that was a fucking idiot. They finished filming.
And there was so many more articles that ran with this from bigger publications than these guys after they came out with this.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you ever think that this is true? The source for this was a TikTok person. Why? Who in the right mind thought that this was ever going to be actually true? Now there's rumors that she might have issues with
No, she's out of Paddington 3.
Yeah, I heard she's out of Paddington.
Yeah,
But that's just VA
Paddington
work.
3.
That was just VA work.
Well, the thing, it's you're right. It never would have been true. They're never gonna fire a woman of color. If she was white, maybe, but no, they were never gonna replace her because they would get backlash, and they're more afraid of the backlash from the crazy leftists than all of the rest of us.
Dude, they're more afraid of her and her cow mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, because she is the activist. Yeah,
She is worse than Brie Larson.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. Although I guess Brie Larson stepped in it again today.
What did she do?
I don't know. She was talking about white men again. I don't remember.
Really?
No, I think that was her. I think Jeremy of the
that?
Quartering. I saw what you're talking about. I think he's actually it's old news. I think he's talking about the director. 'Cause she used white middle-aged dudes, that exact line. So
She had the
I didn't
Costa.
watch
She's the one stepping in it right now.
Yeah. She's all like, "I'm so lucky that they were good white men instead of like bad or some shit."
Yeah, that
That's
was from
really
last
stupid.
week. That was from last week.
Yeah.
Oh.
That,
no.
The moment I saw middle-aged white dudes, Brie Larson, I thought, oh, it's the director. That's why I didn't even click
Brie
it.
got a good new publicist who's managed to put her muzzle on her and keep her quiet.
Put her muzzle on her. Bring the girls out.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. Okay, yep. Show off your boobs, like Ryan's tweet, hide your feet.
Yeah, put them in cement. Put your feet in cement.
You know what? Let's work.
Can you get plastic surgery on your feet?
You know what? I was just about to ask that.
If they can make a penis into a vagina, can't they freaking fix that?
No, Devil, that's a lie.
Talent she has.
That's not a penis.
Really do that. They can't really do that.
Turn toes into vaginas.
So.
It is possible to fire the Snow White's already done, but it is possible to fire actors halfway through production. It's happened.
They could have done
it. Back to the Future.
Amber Turd.
Yeah. Back to the Future. I'm trying to think of another good one. Oh, what was it? Island of Dr. Moreau?
I don't know.
What are we?
I think it's Island of Dr. Moreau or one of those movies with a bald dude was in Notoriously Hard to Work With, was in the Vietnam War movie. Fuck.
You're not working here, dude.
Very popular dude. He was in Dune as the fat as the Duke or
Harkonnen?
Godfather.
Marlon Brando?
Yeah, Marlon Brando.
Right?
Marlon Brando wasn't in Dune, you idiot.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
Give me a moment.
I was confused, but we said
I'm using my brain right now.
No, I mean, Marlon Brando was notoriously difficult to work with because he fucked everything that moved.
Dune.
Including burgers.
He fucked them, then he ate them.
Sounds like
Maybe I am
something
wrong.
would do.
That was so.
Of course you're wrong. Marlon Brando wasn't in Dune, in 84 Dune.
JB is saying they were halfway through V for Vendetta and they recast Hugo Weaving.
Yeah. And
a recast
Brando. I'm looking at Island of Dr. Moreau. One of the not Brando, but I'm trying to think of
he's Dr. Moreau.
The actor did Batman. Val Kilmer. Val
Kilmer.
Kilmer wasn't the original guy they wanted to have play that role. They had somebody else. Critical Drinker has a whole thing of it, and halfway through production, they ended up changing the whole thing. So there is like
precedent
things of it. Yeah, precedent, and I think even in Apocalypse Now they changed people around. So,
well, again, Marlon Brando fucked everything that moved.
I thought it was just a bad dude.
No. He was a horny dude. There are stories about him, what him and Richard Pryor would get up to when they hung out. I mean, Marlon Brando was a sex fiend. Plain and simple. Didn't matter what it
Wait,
was.
there's actual footage.
Read that again.
I'll read
There's
it.
actual foot surgery to fix
There you go.
troll feet.
You see, now you got some people got to decide there's actual footage of surgery.
Actual foot plastic surgery.
If
Foot
it
surgery,
really,
it is a thing.
I don't think this is scientific.
we got to crowdfund that and get on that. Fix Brie Larson.
You know what? I'm for this. Let's get Brie corrective foot surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, look, she could have these nice toes. Look at that. I'm not even a foot guy, but these could be nice for her.
Yeah, her foot now would eat that foot.
You can get rid of. She can get rid of her bunions. What the fuck's a bunnet? Long
That's
toe,
outside bump.
Bunionet.
outside bump, inside bump. Short toes.
No. She needs the shortening.
Yeah, she needs the
Yeah,
shortening.
she needs the shortening and
and the straightening.
yeah,
Hammer toe.
yeah. She
You
Let's be real.
she needs the full course. Is what she needs.
Yeah, just check all boxes.
You know what? You know what? We'll treat her feet just like they used to do back in China. I think that will fix everything.
No, Dermy.
I think that's abusive.
Yeah. You do
She's
realize
abusive.
you do realize like the whole foot binding thing was horrible, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I said we just cut him the fuck off and give her peg legs.
Hey, well, prosthetic feet are a thing these days. Leave a fulfilling life. Now, all the foot dudes are going to be sad, but I mean,
Will they? Now, hear me out here. Hear me out here. She gets prosthetic feet that act like real feet, and they look better.
it's not the same. If it doesn't have a heartbeat, they're not into it.
A foot guy that
Can you
would put.
There's a pulse in your foot, Dermy. You can take the pulse with your between your toes. Yes.
If there's a foot guy who wants to put Brie Larson's foot in their mouth, the same as the dude who wants to have sex with Gorlock.
Okay.
It comes from this dirty place.
Was anyone's first introduction to the foot fetish from Peggy Hill?
No.
You know what? It was, but I completely blocked that out because I skipped that episode. I love King of the Hill. I skipped that episode because I don't understand this fetish.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a simple thing. It literally is a wiring the brain. It's close to the arousal center of the brain, and that's just what it is. It just runs right through it. It's a thing. It's purely chemical in the head.
I don't get it.
A decent, you see a girl with like a nice sandal, painted toenails. I get,
No.
the rest of her probably looks decent, but I don't get turned on.
I'm
it's like a dress. No, just follow me here. It's like a dress. It's like a addition to the real thing.
A dress can, depending the dress can be.
You end up wanting to
sexy.
take the dress. Yeah, but maybe I'm saying this wrong.
Is the dress hiding the penis well or not? Is the question.
Hopefully it is, but afterwards, that's all for me, baby.
The dress has a special tucking section.
So somebody went to Target.
I was trying to do he went to Zales. He went to Target. Anyway, okay, let's get on to the big news that started yesterday, but apparently there's more stuff that came out recently. I'm trying to figure out how to start this. Give me a moment. Brain's starting to shut down. Burger King faces boycott. You always shut down. Burger King faces boycott after yanking ads from Rumble over Russell Brand accusations. Try to pad this out as best as I could before getting to this. So, first off, kind of agreeing with the quartering on this. I don't really watch Rumble ads. I don't think I've ever seen a whole lot of ads on Rumble. I don't think Burger King had Rumble ads.
So, I did a little research. The site that was reporting it, I forget the name of the site. It's some UK thing, but the site that was reporting it had screenshots of the companies that had ads on Rumble, and they weren't pre-roll ads, they weren't video ads, they were on the side panel. But like the screenshots were like chopped off, so you can only see like a quarter of the ad. But they had the ASOS, they had Burger King and a couple others in their screenshots. Now those are just screenshots. It could have all been bullshit. I haven't seen a Burger King ad, but yeah.
I didn't think Rumble was big enough yet to get like a Burger King ad, but I guess
Kind of what I was thinking.
Like, why? I understand, as a ad agency, you want to be putting your stuff everywhere, get as many eyes on your product at all times, but at the same time, there's like value to where you want to put your ads. Like, why?
How did you get a promotional code from a coffee company? I mean,
That's a good point.
Sometimes companies
Promo code
make
back
bad
taco.
decisions.
That's right. Although I've been selling the shit out of that coffee. Helps to live in a rural coffee drinking area. But back to this. So Burger King pulls ads and is now facing a boycott. Honestly, I don't know the last time I went to Burger King.
Burger King's trash.
It is trash.
The only thing I think
Soggy fries.
the only thing I get when I go to Burger King is the chicken fries or their chicken sandwich. Can't think what it was called.
Last time I had Burger King, and it was the only option, is right after we got back from China, and I was just I wasn't capable of doing anything. And in a motel we were staying near while we were trying to find some place to live again, there was a Burger King nearby, and I had their chicken nuggets. That was something like 6-7 years ago. So that's the last time I had Burger King. So I mean,
that's what one of Quartering's videos was on today, was the person in charge of because I was listening to it on the background just to listen to something, but yeah, the person in charge of this ad group is I think she sells and helps facilitate people getting access to
No,
much more stuff than what
she just runs a company that scares people out of advertising. She contacts them and says, "Do you know your advertising's on this and this and then she?"
I think it was
creep.
because it's not just Charlie Kirk here that's like going hard against it. Dan Bongino is, and I think Dan Bongino did a whole expose thing, getting people inside and talking to her, and it appears that she helps facilitate people getting access to it. It appears. I need to double check the information.
So she's a madam.
Yes.
Oh, like Chloe.
Yes. Or Ghislaine
from Smallville.
Yes. She helps people. Give a handful of money and I'll send it here in this discrete area. So there's that. But apparently also HelloFresh pulled their stuff. And who's Asus?
So Asus is a UK fashion company.
Okay, so a company that makes people wear garbage bags. I got it. And then I know I've heard HelloFresh. This is one of those like
pre-made meals.
Meal delivery.
Yeah.
Meal delivery
Later,
services.
Cloud.
I'll bring it back.
Good.
StreamYards being StreamYards. So all these companies are now pulling ads from Rumble, supposedly because of Russell Brand and everything like that. Well, you got this, and I know this is from the AV Club. It's trying to paint everything in a certain way, but when you hear what they have to say, it gets a little weird. Russell Brand uncovers twisted BBC conspiracy to collaborate on big stories with other news outlets. In what seems an awful lot like the classic magician's trick. I'm just accepting what happened and rolling right on. Where you direct the audience attention to one hand so you won't see what's happening with the other hand. Russell Brand hopped on Rumble, his new video hosting platform, after YouTube demonetized his channel. He's always been there.
He was already there. That's
he was already growing,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
Growing
he was back on YouTube. I mean, yeah. For a new episode of his daily show, Stay Free, and revealed that apparently independent news organizations, note they're saying independent news organizations, are secretly collaborating or conspiring to control global news narratives and some of the most important stories in the world. Gas. Surely that is way worse than anything else that might be going on with anyone right now. They're trying to say that that's not a bad thing. That's not a big deal, that, you know, the likes of CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all these individuals that are supposed to be independent, not working together in any way, shape, or form. Well, obviously they work together, right?
Well,
obviously everybody knows each other.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what the government agents are for.
Yeah. And they're trying to make it like we're crazy for thinking that that's a bad thing. We're crazy for thinking that the British government coming down and trying to take away somebody's monetization and ability to make money off these platforms that aren't based in their country is a bad thing. We're the crazy people here for dealing with. This is all just a conspiracy and you're crazy. Yeah. This obviously happens. How do you guys take that?
I think it's I think them trying to act like that's not a big thing when that is a massive thing. That the organizations that people look to get information are working together to spread disinformation, to freaking gaslight us. That is hugely bad.
Well, they come down here and say Deadline notes that Brand is referring to the Trusted News Initiative, a predictably controversial and in a stupid way partnership started by the BBC that encourages other media organizations and tech companies, including AP, Google/YouTube, Meta, Microsoft, and something called Twitter, X, to tackle challenges of disinformation. Some guys on Fox News called it the woke media Avengers and said that their powers include shilling for Democrats and silencing opposition.
Okay, first of all, the fact that they're quoting Fox News shows you how out of fucking touch they are. Fox News is as big a shill as anybody is right now. They betrayed everybody a bunch of years ago. Anybody who has a major network, you don't trust them. So them trying, remember Fox News? You hate them. No, yeah, we all hate them now. So shut up.
Yeah.
Why do these people write like they're a fucking retard?
Because they are fucking retards.
Like the snark is fucking unbearable.
Okay. All right, I have a good answer. Actually, I have a good answer. Last night, myself, Devil, and Samuel were having a conversation of this kind of stuff.
All dance around butt ass naked.
Well, no. Well, we'll see. Maybe in your dreams. Anyway, no. What it is they have this mentality of we're all children and we need to be educated. So they're going to talk to us like children because they're so much smarter than we are.
Yeah, I want to choke this person just listening to Dermy read it. Like the way that they choke this together.
You can choke me, but
we could choke Dermy.
He'd like that though.
I know.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
harder. Oh, God. Well, I also kind of view this as you see a lot of this in like gaming news, CBR, places like that, where all these people want to write for political outlets. I kind of they're writing this to call us kids, but also I think they're reveling in the fact that they get to write for a political paper. They even though this is the AV Club, they get to write a more political based story, more something that's influential and stuff. And we're going to rub it in the faces of everybody that's still at CBR, Kotaku, and all those places. We're going to rub it in their faces that we made it.
You didn't make anything.
You didn't.
You're just whoring yourself out for a different madam. A pimp. I should say pimp. I like
same word. Pimp, just big, a more prestigious pimp. How about that?
That instead bigger of platform shoes.
That's right, bigger platform. Yeah, fuck off, Taylor Swift.
Dermy, does your pimp wear platform shoes?
No, my pimp does not wear platform shoes, and Taylor Swift is going to ruin the Kansas City Chiefs. Fuck her. But but here we are doing exactly what Brand wanted. So let's get back on topic. He's bringing this evil collaboration up in the wake of the multiple sexual assault allegations that have come out about him recently. And he seems to be implying that this trusted news initiative is to blame for running a conspiracy that is working against him in one way or another.
Oh my God.
Why was it that one of the first articles that came out against Russell Brand was paywalled? If it's such a big deal, why was it behind a paywall?
Bullshit.
Yep, bullshit.
You don't. It's not shocking. I mean, you're citing Deadline here. You've also cited Fox News. You've cited all sorts of. You've also cited YouTube's own words. You don't think we're not? You guys don't play around with each other. We know that. I think Tim Pool's talked about this, and I'm citing Tim Pool a lot because this is how I got a lot of my inside information. There was, I think, in 2008 or during the Abomination, there were Abomination.
Abomination.
Abomination. Yeah, hey, that sounds about right.
It's almost good. You almost had it right. Abomination. Abomination. There you go.
Abomination. You know what?
There
We'll
you
say
go.
that. Abomination, but
Abomination.
the Obama administration. You know what? Abomination works.
Abomination.
During the Abomination, there was such a thing called journal lists, which were secret message groups on like Twitter
journal
and stuff
list.
that only special people got into. And
were not special,
Oh.
all of them.
Yeah.
It was basically, it was how they funneled in the topic of the day, who to attack, this and that. I mean, let's call it what it is. It was a centipede.
Yeah.
It was a centipede.
And not the fun kind of centipedes like I have. This was the disgusting kind. Like
Dude,
worse than the human centipede.
They're both disgusting. Come on.
Mine's more fun. Putting it out there, mine's more fun because at least you get off. This one, well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about, now that I'm thinking about it, I think these people probably get off on all that, all this prestige that they think they have.
Yeah, show's over. We're done.
We're done. Well, we're almost done. I got one other thing that, because he's in chat, he gets to now realize that, he brought this up and brought this upon himself. Professor Savage Dad scarred me today. And also, Devil, you're here, so you get to see this. And it works with you because you have some explaining to do. Why the fuck did you get plastic surgery?
Oh God, I almost made a joke about this today, and I thought, God damn it, it's not black, so I can't do it.
I look good. I'm thick.
Jeremy still would.
I resisted this one today. I resisted this joke. I did. I resisted it.
This is terrifying to look at.
You're still gonna, yet your pants are still around your ankles.
No,
Jesus.
No. This was nightmare fuel that you know what? I'm a dirty degenerate bastard. I didn't need to see that in my feed.
Well,
so
Dermy, you could turn her around. You don't have to look her in the face. Now I was thinking about it.
No,
the sad thing is
that
was a thought process that went through my head. It's like, can I do this?
Don't you ever think about turning me around? I swear to God, man.
No one's back taco is safe.
That's true.
We got charisma in the chat. Devil made me do it. Feeling himself rocking that streetwear. Laugh my ass off.
See, Jeremy, though, this is why we don't invite you to dinner.
Well, there's a lot of reasons you guys don't invite me to dinner.
Yeah.
Hold on,
There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
One, the moment that I see any of you guys put pineapple on pizza, I'm gonna throw it out the window.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. I mean, we're all safe as long as you don't actually invite Dermy in the house. Once you invite him in, he'll come in whenever he wants. It's vampire.
I'm like a vampire. Yeah,
It's
I'm like a vampire.
It's vampire rules.
But instead of sucking your blood, I suck something else.
Oh my God! Stop. You see,
you set me up.
You took it one step too far.
And now after that, you definitely have to bring up what I just chose to make it less gay in here.
What did you just? I don't. What did you just show? I'm always scared to click on whatever you just showed.
Funny.
Okay. Oh, hello. I'm enjoying this. Stop. Pause. I'm enjoying this. This is my hello fellow straight people moment, but I'm enjoying this. This was a nice 6-second video. This was a nice
If somebody
6-second
say something
video.
I don't like, slap. If somebody look at me away, I don't like, slap. Somebody breathe too hard around me, slap, slap. If somebody
Well,
She can slap me any day she wants.
there are worse ways to go.
Much worse ways to go. It's like that Harry Chan did that video of Chrissy Mayer breaking up. It's obviously not really Chrissy Mayer, but Chrissy Mayer busting open the watermelon.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I think that would be a good way to die.
Jeremy,
Death by
you're gonna
snooze
die.
too.
You're gonna
Yeah,
die
definitely.
by the hands of Raster. So
No, we all know I'm gonna die by AIDS.
Jesus,
Well,
Jeremy.
the truck stops would have to stop to prevent that.
So okay, if you guys don't want to stick around for this, perfectly fine.
Is that
I
Gorlock?
just want no,
What
this
is
is not
this?
Gorlock.
Okay.
So I mentioned at the beginning, Achievement Hunter rebranding to Dog Bark, and I'm not going to show you the actual Dog Bark trailer because I like torturing you guys with things like Ahsoka and everything like that. It's worse than Ahsoka.
Dude, I torture myself with Ahsoka. You don't torture me.
Dude. Think of the worst show that you could ever watch.
I've seen a lot of bad shit.
Multiply it by 10 and have it by worse actors.
Dude, I
That
watch
is the
Wheel of
Dog Park
I
trailer.
watch Wheel of Prime.
You think you can handle the Dog Bark trailer?
I can handle anything you put in front of me.
You know what? Here, let's do this because you don't have to get very far into this before it starts
yeah.
freaking
I'm
out.
curious about
So
this trailer myself.
That barely helped you alone.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, what's with the
real
fucking
life.
lighting here? What the hell is this? Okay.
they're trying to do jokes.
Oh, that
They
this is humor.
These guys used to be funny. So this is Michael. He's the
I'll take
last.
your word
See,
for it.
I don't
What?
really know the other two, but I know Michael used to be hilarious.
Michael used Gavin Free, slow mo guy. He's been on he's worked on projects such as Sherlock Holmes, those two movies. He was the guy that did the slow mo work. Like he's actually famous and smart, but they bounced off each other perfectly. But now that Gavin's gone, he has nobody. Alfredo is a gaming champion guy for Rainbow
I don't
Six.
care. I don't care.
I think he used to work for IGN.
I don't
Oh,
think
then-
he did, but I don't. You might be right. Trevor used to be a fan who now runs Achievement Hunter. I have no idea who this dude is. He looks like he has fetal alcohol
I think
syndrome.
that's a girl.
No, I think it's a dude. But we'll get into this. This is a company that I used to watch religiously.
Probably a they them.
Well, we'll get into that.
That works like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we installed that a few years ago. We just haven't been clapping.
Oh, you're right, it
We're
is a
here
dude.
in the Achievement Hunter space, 4 of us.
I think it is.
No, yeah, you're right.
my
It is a
gosh.
dude. Yeah. That dude looks like Pedro Pascal on the end.
Him?
No, the dude in the red shirt. Looks
Oh,
like
that's
Pedro
Michael.
Pascal.
Michael?
Yeah, it looks like Pedro Pascal.
I could kind of see it. He looks good. He used to be fat. He looks really good now.
And listen, times is a changing. People have floated on to new exciting projects, things that they're passionate about.
Don't know her. Don't know him. He's an awful human being. Just downright awful. That's all
Oh,
I gotta
is
say.
that-
We got Jack.
No, that's Jack Patillo.
Oh.
He actually used to be an inspiration of mine because he was one of their guys who started off being like the fattest guy out there. He got married and then became fit, and he's a soy boy. Super soy.
Yeah.
He is an awful human being who hates all of us just because of the way we think.
Well,
And
Fuck
would dance on our graves. That's how awful of a human being he is.
Did he date or marry Alana Pierce or?
No, he married some Australian chick.
well,
Alana
all
I'm
Pierce is
shocked he
Australia, you
pulled.
dummy.
in all likelihood, we'll be dancing on his grave long before. So
Oh, their relevancy is dead. But
Jack and BK kicking ass over at Inside Gaming. We got Lindsay. They've spearheaded our.
so there's the they them.
Oh,
Lindsay, you know who Ruby is? What Ruby is?
Really? She came
I
out
never
they them?
could get into Ruby. The animation style alone was like no.
I like
Ass,
the
that
beginning.
animation's so bad.
I like the beginning years. I hated the later years, Lindsay, who is married to Michael, the guy that looks really good, came out as a they them. So they're addressing they them as such.
These people are full of shit. And
Oh,
anybody
no
that says,
kidding.
I work for a video game thingy about, yeah, you're a game journo, and therefore you're not a real gamer, and you can kiss my hairy ass.
My
Oh,
previous
the
ex
fact
used
that
to be
they're-
obsessed with Ruby.
Yeah, I used to very much enjoy Ruby, and then I just quit watching it.
I couldn't get past episode 4.
couldn't get
like
past
the
episode
earlier.
1.
It gets pretty damn good after a while, and then it just falls off a cliff.
Well, dude, this was during my time in 2017 when I couldn't walk because my foot was all ganked up and I was recovering from homegrown coof, and I was watching anything I get my hands on, and I couldn't watch this.
2017, I think it got better the season after that because it came out in 2016.
Yeah, well,
memory serves.
I couldn't get a gate.
But then Monty Elm died, and it went flat on its face. But anyways, again, they are full of shit because they want you to respect her pronouns, but they didn't respect another person's pronouns who earlier this year came out. And
Jeremy, you just misgendered them.
I don't really give a shit.
Good.
Earlier this year came out and basically called them all out for basically being homophobic the whole time.
I am so
which is a
tired
growing
of
trend.
all this shit. I'm so
No, it's a
tired of
growing trend at this place. This is one of the reasons they're rebranding is because they're mired in controversy.
VTubing efforts here at Rooster Teeth with Ruby over on their own Twitch channel and Kai magically behind the scenes producing all this amazing content that you get to know. And
Why is he sitting on his leg?
I'm out of here.
Because he's a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
But what I'm going to show you is
You
this
get to
joke.
know and watch. Fredo hit him with it. I'm out of here. Wait,
No. Come
See, that's supposed to be a joke.
I mean, what?
Yeah, this is all jokes.
First
This
of
is
all,
them trying to be funny.
anybody is his name Alfredo or Fredo?
Alfredo.
Okay. I thought all right because he was going to. I was going to make Fredo jokes then. I was going to make Godfather jokes.
I think
nobody in
he's
their right mind would want to be called Fredo. But
I think he chose that name, and I think he's Portuguese.
I don't.
He's Spanish.
idiot.
He's of some sort
Well-
of Spanish descent.
well, he's an idiot. Okay, so
Yes.
that was a joke that just happened. I missed it. I missed it.
And
What
don't
happened?
worry, we're only getting to when they announce the new show.
We're not
The next
talking
part
about
of
the
this-
announcement.
Right.
Figure
So we're here to announce that we're moving on to a new project called Dog Bark.
Why is his hat purple?
He thought
Because they're trying to be with the kids.
Kids wear
Because
purple hats?
yeah, there's some kids that wear purple hats, and I'll show you why they're trying to be with the kids. And didn't think to pull it up at
Okay.
all, but
Phrasing.
no, I think it works.
Jeremy knows all about that.
Shit, potentially. Wait, shit, phrasing, phrasing. Fuck.
Hey, he got you. He got you.
He did get me. I'll accept it.
What
But
is this Teletubbies?
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking.
This is Dog Bark's launch trailer. I only got, I think, 5 minutes, not 15 seconds into it before I had to turn it off.
What? All right. Stop. So these are professionals who have
Yes.
money to get professionally made intros and all that kind of stuff. They could get somebody to make this.
They
stuff.
work for Warner Bros.
Okay, so anything Devil makes, anything Kenzo makes, anything that anybody in our sphere makes, all the way up to Perry Chan, anything that puts this to shame.
Yes. Oh,
This is
and
pathetic.
this just is now dawning on me, and I'll go back a little bit just to help out. Michael, this one, the one that I says looks pretty good. You actually might remember him, Adam, at least his voice a little bit. He voiced the Light Dragon Slayer in Fairy Tail in the English dub.
He did. I just forgot his name. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I just forgot the name. He asked me to remember a name right off the bat. It's freaking 1:00 in the morning. Essentially, I don't remember names anymore. It's not.
But you at least know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who I'm talking. Yeah, not the best in that series. Not the best.
Yeah, these guys have done voice work and all sorts of.
He also
Yeah,
used to
but-
do the show Rage Quit.
Yeah, he used to be funny. He used to be good.
This is why I don't want to know who voices anything. I like to live. I like to live in ignorance of who voices shit when I'm watching it up. Because I mean, I go both ways when it comes to dub and sub. When it comes to dub and sub, I will watch either one depending on where I am. Like if it's new stuff, I'm going to watch it in sub. If I don't want to have to read subtitles and I'm trying to just relax and maybe get to fallacy point, yeah, I'll watch dub because I don't have to pay attention and I can get drowsy. But I like to live in ignorance, blissful ignorance of who voices shit. I really do.
Oh, he also voices the they. He also is married to the they them and have 2 kids together.
How's that possible if they're a they them?
I don't know.
It's almost as if it's all bullshit and there really are just 2 genders.
Maybe. Just possibly, but
Bark. Knock, knock, knock. Hi.
Wait.
Bet you're wondering where I am. Here at Dog Bark HQ. Where are you doing?
I hate this already.
Why?
Oh,
Why are they doing this?
This used to be something Michael was good at, is purposely fake acting. But he had Gavin to bounce off of, and Gavin, it worked better then. It wasn't great, but it worked better. This does not work at all.
This is like something a 4-year-old would you'd sit down a 4-year-old to watch, and they
to
wouldn't watch it.
This looks like one of those kid shows already. Like they put up like what was that Peppa Pig?
They're trying to get. So the thing with Achievement Hunter is they have some raunchy humor, but for the most part they play video games all day, and they're trying to get
shit. I can do that. I can do that and have you come on.
Yeah, they're trying to get Zoomers to essentially be interested in this.
Yeah,
and
you know what?
Losing.
We could do that and actually be good at the games.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, these guys are pretty damn good at playing some video games.
What do they play?
They've actually been ranked in like
Candy Crush.
No. They've done a whole lasso run for Halo on all of the Halo
so these
games.
are just FPS dudes. Yeah, right. Yeah,
FPS, Mario,
whatever,
party games.
Whatever. I'll watch Geeks and Gamers play that shit over these guys.
Yeah,
so
I actually say Geeks and Gamers and them are the new version of this, but this is their new channel, Dog Bark. Nothing really on here until the beginning of the month. This is how many subs they have. Achievement Hunter at 34. Yeah, not a number to scoff at for us. Yeah. Okay, not a number to scoff at.
I'd like that number.
Achievement Hunter once boasted maybe 2-3 million subscribers.
Oh,
and Achievement Hunter now 1.42 million subscribers. This video came out nearing on 2 weeks now, or a week now. A little over a week.
Only 171,000 views.
And
with that many subs. Wow.
This is how many subs they got to move over.
Jeremy, why don't you have the dislike app? Where's your dislike accept?
No, I have it. I just have to reload everything, and I don't want to.
Looks like pizza.
Well, I'm just trying to damn it. I'm trying to shame you.
I know. Oh, they're like to dislike ratios so awful.
There we go. Which means it's actually 3 times higher.
And you also
it's actually 12,000 then. Yeah. So
I'll say this, and I've said it before. Rooster Teeth died when Bernie sold the company.
Yeah. The moment they sold it to Craig talks about it a lot. I cannot remember that company that they sold it to off the top of my head because it's gone now, and they Full Screen. Yeah, they sold it to Full Screen, which then was bought up by Warner Bros. The moment they did that, they changed. Like at the time, it seemed like a good idea, get a lot more money, be able to put out some good products, but they became corporate.
Why the fuck is it called Dog Bark?
Because it's the first thing that came up to their mind.
Yeah, they thought it was clever.
That this is what all the brains for Achievement Hunter are actually gone. Like Gavin
I shit out a better idea than this every day around noon.
Yeah, listen.
Jeff's
the likes
also
of,
gone.
Yeah, I think Jeff runs Rooster Teeth now, but Jeff,
No, I
Gavin,
thought he left the company entirely.
No, I think he runs Rooster Teeth actually. But like Jeff, Gavin, these people were the brains of Achievement Hunter. These guys worked together. They all worked perfectly good together, but then they became just covered in controversy after controversy. in 2020, I've talked about this before, they put their audience through a struggle session because one of their people at the time who was in charge of some made up area named Fiona Nova, who left here to go work at G4. Guess how that turned out. They made us sit through a struggle session because she's black and a lesbian. And they were seeing things in the comments that they didn't like. So they had Jack Patillo, the big guy with the beard, come on and cry.
No.
And then Jeff also cried. Like
I don't want to play this
Literally,
game
Mika Burton
anymore.
also do something similar and say like, "Oh, everyone was racist to her."
So because they did that stream, Mika Burton, who's the daughter of Star
LeVar
Trek
Burton.
Next Gen, LeVar Burton, actually called them, said, "You guys never did this for me. I had similar shit. You guys never came out and defended me."
Oh.
So you got that. Then my favorite person on the team was named Ryan Hayward. I might have the information backward this whole time, but my understanding is Ryan and a guy named Adam Kovic.
Yes,
Adam
he used to work for Machinima.
Yeah, they both used to work for Machinima. They were both of the.
No.
Yeah.
Ryan was always with
Adam. Yeah, you're right. Adam
was,
worked with Machinima, but then he worked for Funhouse.
Trust me, Jeremy. I watched these guys religiously. Back in the day, they were my geeks and gamers.
Yeah, with Rooster Teeth and Side Scrollers, that was my geeks and gamers. But so then it came out that from Adam was caught sending around prawn. He got caught up in a catfishing spree. Some of the prawn was of kids, from my understanding. And he would go on Tinder and talk to underage kids.
Oh.
Yeah. And he would also send them videos of him and his wife. Then
I remember hearing something about this.
Then it
This
also came
sounded
out
familiar.
that Ryan, the guy who I like, the guy who was like king of all chaos, cheated on his wife with a fan who, from my understanding, was 18 when they met. And then she Me Too'd the dude. And they fired him from the thing. And then he leaves, says he's going to go work on his family for try to rebuild his family, fix everything that happened there. And then he comes back to Twitch to try to help keep his Twitch channel alive, try to have at least some escape, deal with his fans and stuff. Alfredo petitioned Twitch to take away his channel.
I love it when they eat their own.
I'm so bored by all of this.
So, okay. The only thing I ever knew about Rooster Teeth was Red versus Blue, right?
Yes.
This is supposed to be about video games, right?
Yes.
How long until they talk about fucking video games? Because nothing of this,
and this
makes me think, these guys are going to talk about video games or
nothing. They're just going to be the same Rooster Teeth they've always been. That's the big thing. Like here they say, we're just going to be the same people. We're just moving to a new channel because this channel has been I view it kind of like the G4 thing. When G4 flipped around channels to get a new algorithm, I think that's what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, that worked out real well for them.
Yeah, it's not going to work out.
Changing to Xfinity.
Yep, it's not going to work out here either. It didn't work for G4. You guys might have been around longer. I think this is the end of Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter as we know it.
It should be the end of all these people who do this shit because they're not real. They're fake.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to actually play their best stuff right here, but this was the stuff I used to watch religiously, and I am kind of sad to see it die. I'm sad to see this go away because this was my middle school and high school era.
I never watched it, so it can go fuck off.
Well, I mean, like I think we all have something that got us here that we watched religiously at one point, right?
I've only been into YouTube for like 4 years, dude.
Okay, other than Adam, who's this weird person. I mean, Cloud and I, we both have watched Rooster Teeth, obviously. Side scrollers, not side scrollers. God fucking damn it. Why do I keep calling it side scrollers? Screw Attack, Game Attack, those people. Static, were you into any of that?
No.
Did you watch Red versus Blue? How about that?
I watched Red versus Blue like back before Halo 2 even came out. That was forever ago, though.
Yeah, so you've at least been there, touched what they did. Touched their back talk a little bit. Gary.
Yeah,
Gary's
but like when that was going on, it was red versus blue. Rooster Teeth just happened to make it. They didn't really make a name for themselves. They just were the dudes that made. All they had was red versus blue.
Mhm.
So if someone would have said Rooster Tooth to me back then, I would have had no idea what the hell they were talking about.
Dog Bark is the most cringe name I've ever seen. Yeah.
It's a dumbass name.
Devil, do you have any connection to something like that? Collider? You know how Jeremy talks about like old Collider days and everything like that?
No, the only thing I did was red versus blue.
Well, I mean, you got Charisma here saying she understands with like the G4 side. This was my G4. I didn't have G4 growing up. This was essentially it. I knew these people. Then I saw their Twitters. And it killed me inside. It really did. But there was at least a handful
How
of them.
about this, Jeremy? I met a lot of the Rooster Teeth people at PAX East. They all seem like
That
good
makes sense.
people, and then now they act like this.
A lot of these guys also came out against Vic Mignogna and tried to get Vic Mignogna canceled. They specifically recreated Ruby to kill off Vic Mignogna's character and do what they did to his character, who was Crow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pricks.
They made Crow gay because they knew Vic Mignogna was super religious, and then they killed off his character.
Even though I'm pretty sure he is, but
So they're these people are unbearable.
Yeah, they're awful human beings. There's some of them
There's a
that are
reason-
decent. You had some guys who left who never got into the controversy, never
Fuck
even
'em all.
decided on one thing or here or there. They're gone now. And
They should really consider why they think their channel's dying.
Their channels died because they revealed who they really were.
Yep.
I went back. You got James, right? Devil, am I saying it right?
What?
James or Jason? Melee Games.
James.
Is this
James.
James? Okay. Listen, he's the one that I fuck up. I'll admit it.
James who
I
plays
went to-
games.
James who plays games. There we go. I got it. I went to a red versus blue convention way back before the show ended its initial run. LOL. I missed good red versus blue. I'm so glad I stopped following Rooster Teeth way before Ruby, but I still own the original RVB DVD set. LOL. Press X to James. Press X. But
Jeremy will press X to anything.
I will press X to everything, and I'll press F too. I will exit out.
There's no F on a controller, Jeremy.
No, but there is on a video game. On a keyboard, press F to pay respects.
We're talking about video games, you fucking idiot.
I am talking about a video game. Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2. Press F to pay respects. You can groan, but I beat you here. All I'm going to say when it comes to Rooster Teeth, and this is going to be the last point. A while back, towards the end of late night mayhems, like when I was doing these at like 2 a.m, I asked a simple question: how much cum can a human ingest?
Damn it! Why are we?
Listen.
I don't want to
follow
listen.
my train of thought. Just shut up and follow my train of thought here.
Thought leads to places I don't ever want to go.
I got those ideas because of Achievement Hunter. Because how I used to see them interact with each other. They would
wait a minute. So it's not my fault you're the way you are on live stream. So I can now disown you completely. Now it's no longer my fault that you live stream the way you do. You can blame these assholes.
Yes, I've never said it was your fault that I do.
No, it's my fault you started live streaming, and it's my fault. Yeah, and it's my fault that I let you out into the world. But now we can trace this back to these people, so I am now free of all guilt.
Yes.
You're
still guilty for you're still guilty for convincing me to start live streaming and getting me onto a live stream to begin with.
Yeah, that's my fault.
You got me. You're the one that released me onto the world. These are the people that made me the way I am. Anyways, but those were like the questions they would pose. They would pose these wild, outlandish questions and just start riffing off each other. Yeah, it was Gavin, and that was the things that I like to do. That I used to view Achievement Hunter as a bunch of guys hanging out shooting the shit. I loved Off Topic and stuff like that, where they had no real topics. They just talked the whole time. Guess what? I have a show just like that. Not by design, but it ended up being that's how I always wanted to be. And yeah.
Beat up by 9 other guys.
Yep, beat up by 9 other guys. But on that note, I think we've come to the end of the show. It's time to do some closeouts and say some goodbyes. Love you guys. Adam the Renaissance Nerd, where can the peoples find you?
I hate you. Anyway, hi, I am Adam the Renaissance
I love
Nerd.
you too.
Can find me on the channel, the same name on YouTube. I do my reviews, I do my takes, I do my streams. Well, it's actually today where I am. It's Ahsoka Day. Yay.
Okay.
My Ahsoka review will be out some point later this afternoon. Oh, Friday, Wheel of Time. I'm getting a lot of hate from Wheel of Time, waste of time stands right now. It's fun. It's engaging. Saturday night drive-in. I will announce it here first. We have our movie for this week. It's Mel Gibson's Maverick. We're watching Maverick this weekend.
Nice.
We're watching Maverick this weekend. Myself and Jed, the Hollywood Scholar. And then on Sunday, the Roundtable will return at 2 p.m. Eastern. Well, we will dissect all fun things, including the strike, including how bad, whatever crap Ahsoka's going to get up to in a few minutes. I know there's a cringy chase scene. I know that much.
This is from Melee. This is from
in
James.
the middle of my outro. Fuck you. Fuck you. You couldn't wait till I was done.
No, James is in the chat. I love Melee games and I love Melee games.
You can wait.
You don't matter. You don't matter.
You forgot his name.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. All right, I'm done. Subscribe to my channel, please. Help me fight back against my shadow, man. Okay.
Yeah, actually, guys, go check out Adam the Renaissance Nerd. YouTube's been being a bitch to him, so please help him out. Oh my fucking god. Why, Savage Dad? Why did you show this to me? I didn't need to see this. You showed me a sea cucumber. You can probably figure out what it's doing.
Yeah.
Probably what Steve-O did to it in Jackass.
Yeah, this
Didn't need to see
bring
that.
that
Jeremy,
up.
Jeremy, are you going to get a tattoo of yourself on your back? Like Steve-O?
No. I'll
Why?
get a tattoo of you on my back.
That would make so much
That'll
more
be the first
sense.
time I'm ever going to beat myself up then, huh? Beat the crap out of you.
I'll get I'm thinking of getting, ball busters on my back or something like that,
Yeah,
I'll
except
figure
it's
it
not
out
the ball
eventually.
busters we're thinking of.
Yep. It's gonna be right above my ass. It's gonna be a tramp stamp, just like Gus.
Oh my god! Why do you
Second
always
No,
make
but
it? You make it
I'm
worse every time.
No, Cloud's gonna
Yes.
get this. Gus from Rooster Teeth, one of the founding members, had a Blade 3 tramp stamp. And his reason was because the movie was fun and he wanted it.
The movie was dog shit,
That is so weird.
except for Jessica Biel in the shower. It was dog shit.
How
He
you
had
have no
it.
taste without saying you have no taste?
Who is busting their balls on my back? And
That is
why?
an answer
that
we
is
don't need. That is an answer. we
that
don't
is true. You don't listen, Charisma. You have some respect for me, maybe a little bit. I would end up destroying all
Wait
remaining
until she
respect.
actually comes on Ballbusters. Wait until she gets on
They
Ballbusters.
both of them are scheduled to come on Ballbusters here in a few weeks.
Yeah, and then all that respect will be gone.
Yes, it will be. Cloud, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, making memes and such. That's about it.
Listen, James, what happens at the truck stop stays at the truck stop.
Until we find the pictures.
Yeah, till you have to go to the doctor to get it cleared up.
That's true. That's very true. And you know what? I do have to go to the doctor today. So, Static, how are you doing?
Doing well. You could find me on my channel, Static 2020. I've got a video coming out tomorrow about we're talking about some people who like to dress up like dogs, and this thing that they did out in Germany.
Yeah.
So that will. I've got a video about that coming out tomorrow.
Don't out Dermy, Jesus.
11 a.m. West Coast. And then I'm also going to be on the midweek hump tomorrow night on the Shagsworth channel.
Ooh.
And then Thursday night, we've got the weekend pregame where we're going to be talking about Canadian Nazis and Russell Brand. And I saw an interesting Bill Nye video on Based AF yesterday that I'm going to play on my show tomorrow night. That's really fucking weird.
Bill Nye is not Based AF.
No,
he is not.
This song is terrible. It's so bad.
Is it the one about gender fluidity and shit?
Yeah, the sex junk one. Yeah, I had never seen that before.
Man, can I go back to the world I came from?
No, you can't go back to Israel. Devil Made Me Do It. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Devil Made Me Do It. Now like 3 on the Twitters. Check it out. Check out Beelzehub on YouTube and subscribe so you can never miss Get Ranked every Sunday. This Sunday coming up, we're doing large mech / robot anime, and we'll see if Dermy strokes out.
There's gonna be gnashing of teeth.
My money's gonna be on that. He's gonna perish. So.
My money's on Adam's already said that he's gonna make me cry. The thing is, I think he agrees with me on Evangelion. I think the only person that's gonna
well, it depends. I mean, as of now, are we talking original 26 plus end, or are we including rebuild?
I think you do have to actually include rebuild within.
Then I'm gonna be a salty asshole.
So I have a theory on how you're supposed to watch the whole thing and how you're supposed to
are we going to have number 2?
There is no watch the whole thing. They're two separate. They're two separate things.
I actually. So I'll just say now. You're right that they're two separate things, but I think they happen at the exact same time.
No,
it's been a while since I've watched it.
No. Rebuild deviates completely once you get into the second movie. It deviates completely.
I know.
So there's no fitting in. Yeah, I know that's the point. So there's no fitting them all in.
No, but I agree. But I have to rewatch it to help rebuild. I know what we're agreeing here. The thing is, though, I think they're two separate timelines.
They're two separate things because Asuka, they even changed Asuka's name. Listen, one is Anno depressed and whacked out of his gourd. The other one is Anno healthy. And Anno healthy was doing really good until he started not telling a good story anymore.
I still think it's a good story, but I think this gets very complicated on how it's supposed to be done. I need to rewatch it to help explain it again. I've explained it multiple times, but I'm ruining on how I'm explaining it. It's because of the last movie that I built this theory on different dimensions and stuff. That's the whole reason.
It does. I'm not even debating that
does not look good.
I'm not even debating that they're different realities. They are different realities.
Mm-hmm.
They're different versions, and it's just Rebuild had so much potential, and then it falls apart when they do third impact. It just falls apart.
This is proof you don't get to choose your superpower. For some reason, I say something about anime, and Adam and Dermy can't not fight.
Well, we're not even fighting with it. This is what Adam and I do best. And by the way, next month, what's coming back, Adam?
We're back. Anime Odyssey returns with Dermy and myself as the current primary co-hosts, and our first guest is our good friend Kenzo. And
that's right.
we'll be talking Fire Force season 1. And at the end of October, I have to see what day. It's like last week in October. It's only a once a month show, Thursdays. We'll settle on the time. We'll talk time later. I haven't settled on the time yet, but yeah. So Anime Odyssey returns in October, and I'm trying. And Dermy knows that I'm not going to say anything more than I'm trying to pull off something cool for November.
Something really cool.
But it is in no way nowhere nears any sort of possible happening yet, because I just had the idea yesterday and I put the wheels into motion today. So I'm going to try and pull off something cool, and due to we're doing at least half of it is probable. The more likely guest is probable. The other guest, that's going to be a reach, But I figure 2 months out, maybe we can make it happen. Maybe, just maybe.
All I'm gonna say is, guys, check out Anime Odyssey. That is where Adam and I get full nerdy on anime, and the reason why our fights spill out over here is because of everything else. Jeremy's got Do
you want to see it again?
Yeah, Jeremy's got great anime opinions, as proven when debunking Get Ranked. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Kay and I agree on Digimon. We became best friends because of Digimon.
I like original Digimon.
I think the original, you got 1, 2, and I enjoy 3. I enjoy what it was.
I mean, the one Tamers. I had some problems with Tamers, and
Tamers was the third one. I think
that's the one where it took place in the real world for the most part.
Yeah.
And I like the Oh, actually, I'll never watch again. But the one where
it became the Digimon.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad, but I rewatched that again during my time when I was laid up. I rewatched it. I'll never watch it again, but it wasn't bad. And I couldn't get
I like
through
the one after that when they were back in the real world.
I don't remember that.
They were back in the real world. They had Agumon doing Greymon stuff again with a whole new group of people. I like the art style and some of the things they did there.
Well, I didn't like what they did with Try. Try pissed me off. And the reboot they did last year or a year or so ago, I got like 50, 60 episodes in, and I just had to tap out. I was not enjoying myself.
I don't remember. There's like 2 reboots. They have a new reboot going on right now in Japan that I was enjoying. I was watching it.
This is like the Gen 1 reboot from a year ago. The Gen 1 reboot.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
It started off kind of cool, and then it really got convoluted, and I didn't like it when they called Gatomon Tailmon. I didn't like that. So, okay, done weaving.
See, this is why we need Anime Odyssey back. Adam and I need to weeb out, and sometimes we fight. So, and on that note, guys, thank you for checking out Late Night Mayhem. Please, guys, check us out. And tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a stream. I'm going to be finally playing the DLC for Pokemon Violet. Heard some pretty good things about it. Probably isn't going to be a long DLC, about 8 hours at most. Thursday, I will be having... because I had to switch around Thursday and Wednesday. Thursday, we will be having Dre in the tiny chair, and I'm going to be interviewing him.
That poor boy.
In the tiny chair is not the degenerate as everything else I do. It's actually pretty darn good. I thought my discussion with Culture Casino was fantastic. And then YouTube decided to age restrict it, even though we weren't controversial one little bit. Didn't even say a cuss word.
It just knows it's you.
Did you still have your beard shaved off at that point? They probably saw you as Predator.
I mean, it's me. But on that note, guys, thank you again. I love you all. And before we head out, please try out Coffee Brand Coffee, guys. If you want to help out the channel, promo code BACKTACO. Get 10% off your order. And Bethany.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey, you